It is 7 in the morning right now. I leave the country in 8 hours, and I have not started packing at all. Yeah. All right, I am in the airport right now. I don't think I've even explained where I'm going. I've actually kept it a surprise. Right now, I am sitting in the terminal. I'm going to Iceland, actually, for 2 weeks with one of my friends, Matt. And Matt doesn't fish, and he doesn't have a YouTube channel, anything like that, just a good buddy of mine. And we're going to Iceland. You know, I'm gonna do fishing while I'm there, but you know, the main point of the trip is just traveling and like exploring the countryside. This is gonna be like really my first trip ever out of the country that isn't centered around mission work, and it's actually like a trip that I'm going on with a friend out of the country, and we're traveling and we're just doing anything. And we really have no concrete plans. We've rented a car for 10 days and we're gonna be sleeping in cars. We have a few hotels rented, but for the most part, we're gonna be sleeping in cars the whole entire time and just traveling across the country and driving around the ring road. And we're gonna try to fly fish a little bit. I brought my fly rod with me, as you saw earlier, but that's not really the center of the trip, but definitely gonna do some fishing while I'm here. You can't pass up that opportunity. Right now, I'm just sitting in the airport talking on the phone. People are looking at me like I'm an idiot, but I'm just super stoked. And something that I feel like a lot of people don't know or understand is, you know, how does someone young travel? Like how can you have these experiences? Like I was talking on the phone to someone the other day for like a company, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm leaving the country and going to Iceland. And she was like, how? Like, how are you doing that? You're 22 years old. And the reality of the thing is, like, I've been planning this trip for 9 months. I'm paying for this whole entire trip myself. Like, no sponsorships, no parents helping out or anything like that, just 100% on me. But I've been saving for this trip for 9 months. Since September. I've been planning this trip with my buddy Matt, and it's just been putting, you know, a couple $100 aside every single month, and the total of the trip is going to be like, the plane ticket was only $600 to Iceland, from Miami to Iceland, and then the car rental is $900, which Matt and I are splitting. So right there, that's like $1,000, just a little over $1,000, and then whatever we spend on food and extra hotels. And so the trip is literally going to be like $1,600, I would guess. The bare minimum of the trip is like probably $1,200, $1,300, you know, plane, car, and hotels and food and anything else. And then stuff on top of that, you know, I spent money on getting more memory cards and different camera gear and stuff like that for the trip, but you know, it's really not all that expensive. And when you set these plans far ahead, you know, even when you're young, I'm 22, you can make a trip like this happen just by planning and putting, you know, some money aside every month, and you can make it happen. And Iceland's even one of the more expensive places to travel to, so you can travel to much cooler places for much less money, but you know, it's a very real and possible thing that like all of you guys can do. I got Pizza Hut. I'm gonna eat some pizza, wait for my plane to board. That is it. I'm excited though. I am so stoked. All right, finally off the plane. It is 5 a.m. in Iceland right now, and so it is 1 a.m. back in Florida. So I am super tired, but I mean, I think I'm just gonna have to stay awake. It's the only way to beat this day and kind of get over the jet lag, just stay awake through the whole day, then sleep tonight. So I finally got some freaking food, dude. I've been so starving. I've literally have not eaten since yesterday afternoon at like 4, so I'm just dead, but it feels so good to get some food. My dilemma right now is it is 5 a.m. My buddy Matt is flying in from Canada. He does not get in until 9:10, so I got about 3 to 4 hours to kill in the airport here that I'm just gonna chill and wait out for him. And we have a car rental, but the car rental also isn't until 9:30. So I am chilling out in the airport for a while. So we're gonna see if we can find things to keep ourselves entertained or whatever while I film myself in a cafe full of hundreds of people. All right, we are in our sweet whip here. Matt is gonna be playing cameraman basically for me this trip, but we are so stoked. Right now we are on our way to our hotel, but we really have no idea where we're going. I'm losing my mind right now because they're just freaking like hills and foggy mountains, like pan over there, Matt, showing. It is absolutely insane here. I just have never seen anything like this, like huge mountains, rocks everywhere. We rented like the dumbest little car ever. I didn't know this is what we're gonna get it. It's like literally a tiny little baby hatchback. We are on our way to our hotel for the first night. I've been up for over 30 hours now. I have not slept. I've not slept since Friday night, but I'm ready to roll. We're going to our hotel. We're gonna get set up. We're probably gonna grab some lunch, and we're gonna catch up with you then. But I'm just gonna take in the beautiful scenery that we got in front of us. All right, we are in the hotel. Things are looking good. The hotel room's pretty nice. It's decent. And this is just, we're gonna stay in the hotel tonight, and then it's in the car on the road. But it's pretty cool. We're right next to a marina, and so literally there's a little marina, and then it opens out into the ocean right there. It's awesome, you know, and there's whale watching and puffin tour and stuff like that. So the plan for tonight, we're gonna try to find some dinner, might go to a fly fishing shop, might rent some bikes, maybe go find a skateboard or something. I don't know, we're just gonna have fun, explore the city, and see what we can do. For reference, that sandwich you're watching me is a lamb, egg, and cheese sandwich, and it costed 16 American dollars. Everything in Iceland is really expensive, like food-wise and like products, because they have a really high minimum wage, and so it kind of compensates for everything. Minimum wage is $24 over here, I believe, and so I paid $16 for a grilled cheese. That's all I want. I think I ripped my pants. Alright, I'm renting a little bicycle here. We got this whole beautiful row of these beautiful purple bicycles. I'm gonna rent one and thrash it up. Oh, there we go. You guys wanna ride? I wouldn't recommend it. I asked if they wanted to ride and they said no. Who would turn up a free bike ride? Beat me. Nobody's any fun here. I offered a bike ride to like 5 different people and they all said no. I think it's pretty much just always raining here so far is what I get. I am walking to a kind of like a sports store that I found on Google Maps to just go check it out and see if they have any flies. Because I need lures, because I need flies and I need leader. And when you come into Iceland, it's actually really cool. They take their conservation really seriously. I'd have my fly rod disinfected, and I knew I was going to have to, so I didn't bother bringing any flies or line or anything like that, just my fly rod and my fly line, and they disinfected the whole thing, and they recommend that you just come and pick stuff up in town. So I am on my way to the store. It's raining, so I'm gonna put my camera away, but we're gonna see if we can find some flies. Alright, well, I'm actually just walking to a different store. I didn't even know that fly store was there. It's unfortunately closed. It's Sunday. They close at 4, it says. But there's a whole entire store there that's all fly fishing, and it looks like they had some spinning gear in there too. So tomorrow morning, definitely gonna run in there, pick up some gear before we hit the road. Alright, so the bust at the sports store, it was a cool place, kind of like Sports Authority vibe, and they had bikes, stuff like that. But they had some spinning gear actually, but I only brought a fly rod with me. You know, they had some spinners and little stuff like that. It's pretty cool at this harbor where we're staying. There's all these big giant ships just moored. Cool bait fish right there, but I don't know if you can even see them. Well, that was extremely uneventful. I went to the mall to look at skateboards, because I thought it'd be fun to have on a trip, you know, drag behind the car, or, you know, all these big giant hills. It'd be really fun to have a skateboard, but even the cheap ones there were like $180, and I just couldn't bring myself to spend that amount of money on a skateboard when I already have one of them at home. Anyways, we're back at the hotel. We're gonna get some dinner here. I am seriously so unbelievably tired. I've been up now for 30-something hours. I don't even know the math. I am just so exhausted. I was having trouble driving the car, so I was like, I need to get back to the hotel. I need to just chill out for a minute and then go get dinner, and I'll feel better. And I'm gonna sleep so well tonight. I could freaking sleep on top of a rock, and I could sleep well tonight probably. I'm so excited to sleep. I don't know if you've ever had that feeling where you're just pumped to sleep, but I'm there right now, man. Alright, we just ate dinner, and we kind of got freaking screwed. How much did you say it was, Matt?
110 US.
We had a dinner of, I had a cheeseburger, and Matt had a piece of lamb, and it was $110 US. So my burger was like around $30. Matt's lamb steak was like $45. And we had an appetizer, and then we did not realize that's how much money it was until we got our bill, and we're like, wow, we are idiots. But that's just kind of the way food is over here, for the most part, from what I understand. That's very expensive. So is alcohol and stuff like that. So I don't think we'll be consuming too much. Food stuff is very expensive. I was joking around with Matt. I'm like, alright, well, I guess we're going to be eating at McDonald's and KFC from now on because I don't want to freaking spend $100 every single meal. It's just insane. And it was weird. The burger, it was a great burger. I've never had one like it though before, and that's one of the big things people always say, you have to try the burgers and hot dogs from Iceland. The burger was sweet, to be honest, like very sweet. Every time you bit it, it was like biting into like caramelized sweetness. I say the word sweet more times in a row. But we kind of screwed ourselves over tonight on the dinner bill by not realizing how much it was when we ordered it. You just, when you see the numbers in a different currency, it doesn't really click in your head till you're pulling out your money out of your wallet and you're like, damn, this is actually a lot of money that I'm pulling out right now. But I think we are done for today. That encapsulates leaving, traveling here. I have been up for probably 36 hours right now, so I am very tired. We're done for day one, vlog one of this trip. You know, tomorrow I plan on going to buy some fly fishing gear and trying to do some fishing, so definitely stay tuned for that. I appreciate the hell of you guys. I'm very excited to share this trip with you, and, you know, any advice if you guys have ever been to Iceland or if you live here, hit me up. Let me know, man. That would be awesome. I'm already enjoying my time here. It's just very unique, very different for me, and I'm having a ton of fun. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're done, man.